NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the LA Chargers.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. That one complete to McConkey. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down. This defense for the Niners, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points, and if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. From the 41, Herbert. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Chargers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Here's Herbert. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll get nothing out of that one. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Here's Purdy. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I like what the offense did there, trying to spread the defense out with a 5-receiver formation. But give the defense credit. They stayed their spot and were able to disrupt the catch and force the ball to the turf.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six on a Charger TD. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, Brandon, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now Purdy. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, 49ers.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 9. Purdy. They'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
Get set.
Purdy now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw, Purdy. Going for the deep ball. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Touchdown San Francisco.
A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Jake Moody now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
14 yards.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
380. Kappa. Go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
These two teams all tied after one. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a first and 10. Here's Herbert. And he's got his man on the outrun. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7.
Chargers 14. 49ers 7.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Throwing here, Purdy. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Purdy looking to throw. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
2 yards on the play.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
24-yard line.
Now 2nd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. Keys through the middle of the field. He's on his way. Touchdown, LA! A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
All right, I got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his feet as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you all know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. And he's going to be netted about the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
2nd and 6 at the Chargers' 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 6. Out of the gun, Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 36 yards on the play.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Herbert now. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Well, Herbert going to change the look.
21. Go.
Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors.
In punt formation.
.46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. Throwing to start the drive. Purdy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now with Purdy. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Returnable here for Davis. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on what ought to be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Second and 7. Operating from the gun, Purdy. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Right side, he has Johnston. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Second and 3.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here's second and 3. From the 50, here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Up the middle they go. Keys. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
First and 10.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw may be the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one, and they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
31-yard line.
Run!
Now it's Herbert. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set.
On first down, it's Hampton. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
21. Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Set. 380. Go.
He'll try again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line. And here, they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. taken at the goal line. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And that's going to be incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Purdy from the gun. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 on a Charger TD. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only do they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll